Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Torres making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Pull it. And here's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Neymar. And claimed it back swiftly. Neymar, good purposeful running this. And it's Messi. Yamal. McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And this is Torres. And Torres! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's taking no chances there. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Neymar. Now that's well seen too. Pull it to McAllister. Courtois claims comfortably. Neither side yet able to find the net. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. And he's had it nicked away. Casemiro threads one in. And this is Torres. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Zanetti. Vardiol. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Searching pass he's played there. That's good vision. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's definitely not his best. Yehi. Gerrard. Conte. Yamal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And it's Neymar. It's going to be another throw. And that's gone loose. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, who played through for the wide man. And he's managed to get free. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Mohamed Salah. Messi. Lovely feet. Gerrard. And it's Conte. Knocks it out wide. Now it's McAllister. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Neymar. Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Kante with the clearance. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Gerrard. Gerrard! Oh, that was no routine save.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United have their third corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? Gerrard gets into a good position. He is through here! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Neymar. Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. And the pass is intercepted. Now who's going to be first to this? And back it goes.
He's got no choice here. He had to go
And
backwards.
it's played into the middle. Courtois clears without hesitation. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Fernando Torres. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Gerrard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Bastoni. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, nice touch. And it's Serginho. Cleared away. Gerrard. And they can counter here. Messi running with the ball. Nicely weighted ball. He's free, he has got space. McAllister now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pull it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Shevchenko.
And here's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a promising position. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Yamal. Gerrard. Taken off it pretty forcefully. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Messi.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Yamal. Oh, he's burst through. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Yamal.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Shevchenko! And the ball's come loose here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Gullit. Coming on the field is number 4, Mbappe.
And here's Neymar. Chance to deliver. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's had a shot! He lifts the roof! A breakthrough! So late in the day! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Bellingham. There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No short... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the
everybody,
players on the
welcome
pitch are
to
raring
today's
to go
match.
any minute now.
Manchester United against Nigeria.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Khan, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to play it through, and they're quick to get it back. Pass is just off target. Rudiger. Schlotterbeck. Great vision. Now it's Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's lofted through here. He's got away. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. That looks a good ball through. Zola. Spread out to the left. That'll be a throw. He's given the time to pick a pass. First quarter of an hour gone. Threads one in. Will play through for the wide man. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. And the volley. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And the shot! He's scored! And Nigeria are ahead!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Nigeria have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That is good alertness.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... And Zola! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Neymar.
Manchester United are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now there's a fine ball. And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
McAllister. Konate gets over and intercepts. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the
Oh,
ball.
great feat, that. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's picked his way through.
Manchester United, truly.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, good effort! That's a decent clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now he's got space here. Silvestre deals with that comfortably. Mbappe, Neymar, Van Bronckhorst. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Gerrard. Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the finish! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Neymar quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Zola. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And a quick announcement.
Manchester
today that
United
memory
coming
of
at
today's
half-time
match is
on
now
the wrong
for
end
sale
of
in
a
the
1-0
stadium.
scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second chance! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head.
And a chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Nigeria find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up.
He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here.
That could spell trouble. And that has been knocked clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. He is through here. And the shot! He's put it wide.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Big chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So their fourth corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Schlotterbeck. Zola. And he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? Now it's Shevchenko. Played out towards the right wing. That's good play. Zola. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Casemiro. Gerrard. Now it's Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Zola, and he plays one through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spreads it out wide. Oh, important interception. Shoots! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Nigeria are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hasebe. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. McAllister tries a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's hoisted clear. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. No way through. Nakata. Pele gets into a good position. Oh, takes a shot! And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. It's Neymar!
Coming on the field is
Keeper always had the measure of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's just beyond his reach. Rodri. Into the last 5 minutes. Scores! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. The message is clear. None shall pass. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's clever. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Plays a sharp little ball here.
6 added minutes.
It's
has
a
been
promising
indicated.
position. And this is Batistuta. Oh, right place, right time. McAllister. Nicely aimed pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Van Bronckhorst is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Beckenbauer, McAllister, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer, McAllister, and that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rizal. Now it's Van Basten. Well, that has not gone well.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Hullet. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Conte. And Hullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is expertly dealt. And the shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Kante. Ronaldinho. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Van Basten. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's found Hullet! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 37.
It's their second corner of the game.
Numero 10. Messi. Numero 27. Lasciano il campo per
Shapes to shoot!
il numero 6.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Looking for options for movement. Over to the right flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Van Basten. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rizal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Van Basten, there's the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Rizal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's anyone's ball now. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target, and he's quick to return it. That looks a good ball through. A header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Ronaldinho. And there's the shot! And that has fair fizzed. Shevchenko chasing after it. Koulibaly is very much of the non-shall pass school of defending. And it's Van Basten.
Milan really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Hazard. And here's Hullet. Scholes. He has found the way through. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And there is his 30th goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United, he's having a pop! And the pass is intercepted. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. He's got away. And he's whipped it across. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Manchester United sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.